Welcome back to the Fat Boy Barbell Club. My name's Mike and we have a DIY video today. I've been wanting to build a loadable Husafell carry for a while, but I had trouble with the design. Finally, I found one I liked, and it's called the Beast Box. It was developed by Nate Bostian on YouTube, and I will leave a link to Nate's YouTube channel and his blog spot where he goes into the materials list and the instructions for how he built his Beast Box. But here's mine. So I cut one piece of 2x3, 31 inches with opposing 10-degree angles on either side, and I'm going to use that as my template. Since I've already got a 10-degree angle on this side, all I have to do is line these up and then mark the opposite side. I've already got the miter saw set at a 10-degree angle, and now we're going to cut it. There we go. So now I have 6 of those pieces, 31 inches with opposing 10-degree angles on each side. Then I repeated that process for the bottom pieces. The only difference is the angles are going the same direction on both sides, not the opposite directions. With the bottom and top pieces cut, I'm just placing them together to make sure that the angles line up properly. Next, we're moving on to the 2x4 cuts. We need 2 each of the following measurements with 10-degree angles on each side: 20.5, 22.25, 23.5, 24.5, 26, 27.25, and 28.5. And finally, we need 2 2x4s, 40 inches long, 90 degrees on each end. Finally, I cut 6 pieces of 2x4, 5.5 inches long, with a 10-degree angle on one side and a 90-degree angle on the other. These are for the handles. And now the really tedious part, sanding. Every edge that's going to touch my skin, I'm going to sand it down so it doesn't rip me to shreds. So now that the pieces are sanded, I'm going to glue the sides and the bottom together. Line those up and clamp them down. Just make sure those are all flush. And we're good to go. And this glue says it takes about 30 minutes to set. And so then we're going to start working with other ones. All right, so we got sides and bottom clamped. We're just going to let those set for about a half an hour before we work with them again. These are the 5.5 inch pieces for the handles. We're going to glue those together, clamp them together, and then we can install those later. It's time to begin assembling the box by attaching the 2x4s to the frame. On this first board, I'm pre-drilling the holes so that the wood doesn't split. I didn't do this on the rest of the boards, but I wanted to make sure that this wood didn't split and stayed together really well. Next, I'm securing the board to the frame using 3-inch decking screws. After the bottom board, I attached the top board, which was 40 inches long. Next, we're going to line up the rest of the boards and start screwing them in. Now that we've got one side finished, we're going to flip it over and do the other side. So we had a little problem with the top filler handles. On the cut list, they're listed at 5.5. They actually should be 5 inches. So that's everything put together. I'm going to take the sander over it one more time and then we'll start loading it. The box by itself weighs 57 pounds, so we'll say 55 for easy math. I went with stain instead of paint because I wanted the box to be a different color, but I still wanted it to look like wood. To build this box, I spent $40 in wood, $10 on a box of 3-inch screws, and $10 on the stain. Here's the box loaded with 3 45-pound plates, which makes the weight 190 pounds. Next, I added 2 25-pound plates and 2 5-pound plates, which makes the weight 250 pounds. Here we have the Beast Box side by side with the Titan Loadable Husafell. The Beast Box costs $60 to build. The Titan Husafell is $275 right now. They're both 30 inches tall. They're both 28.5 inches wide at the pickup point. The Titan is 6 inches deep. The Beast Box is 7.5 inches deep. The Titan is 9 inches wide at the bottom. The Beast Box is 20.5 inches wide at the bottom. The Titan has an 18.5 inch opening, and the Beast Box has a 25.5 inch opening. The Beast Box is loadable to well over 350 pounds. I don't know how much the Titan is loadable to because I haven't tried. Overall, this project turned out way better than I thought it was going to. If you have any questions or comments that I didn't really address in the video, you can leave those in the comment section down below. I'll also leave a link to Nate Bostian's YouTube channel and Blogspot so you can see the materials list and the instructions that he gives. And my wife has said that she will print some stencils on her Cricut so that I can paint my logo on the Beast Box. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching the Fat Boy Barbell Club. And remember, if you build it, the gains will come.